Right, welcome to my channel. Anyone that's new, welcome. Anyone that's been here before, welcome back, and thank you for joining me again. Right, today I'm going to attempt to do a little Japanese lidded box. Sounds posh, doesn't it? Well, here we go. Let's see if we can muck this one up. Right, got a little square wood here. Let's see, tell you what it is. Right, 3 inches by 3 inches. Well, three and an eighth. Okay, by 3 and an eighth. I'll put a little. All I've done is used a Fosner bit. Well, actually, one of these bits. Okay, just put a little recess in the back. That's all I've done, just so I can hold it on my chuck. Okay, nothing fancy. So I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to turn it square because right, I'm going to hold it there like that. I haven't got to over tighten it, it's only a small piece, it ain't going to go nowhere. Right, I'm going to be doing this with the Carbide tools again, like as I say, doing the Carbide Chisels, just to show you what you can do if you've got them. Right, so I've got my face shield here ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom you in. I'm back to me. I'm actually using my phone this time because, well, I'm sorting out with the camera. So I'm going to zoom you in, get you nice and close like this. So hopefully you can see everything that I'm doing. Move you around there, about there, because most of the work's going to be done on this front first. So we'll get you moved in there. Right, get your lathe turned on. Put your face mask on. Don't tell me about a face mask. No hero stuff here. Right, okay. I'm going to start off. Now, what will I start off with? Right, I'm going to face it off first. So I'm going to start off with the lathe spinner. I'm just going to use a 12mm. This is still the same. It hasn't had the cutter change. It's still the same cutter I've been using. I'm using 12mm. When it's rolled over, I'm just going to face this off. Keep it coming straight out. Nice and gentle. Right, that's all I want to do at the moment. Now, what I want to do, put the little hole, put the mark to the top, so in a little bit, just there. Okay, that's where I'm going to have my box opening. Alright, I'm going to use my Carbide parting tool. Just come in here and just start that where that's going to be. So I'm going to be hollowing. Okay, I'm going to set that down a little bit. That's it. Right, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to be hollowing that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the 9mm, and I was using it the other day. You saw me. I'm still using the 9mm negative rake. Okay, so it's rolled over now. Now that's the difference. See, with the 12mm, you're right. The 9mm, I just got to bring my tool rest up just a fraction. Okay, because I'm just below the centre there, so bring that back in. I'll say tool rest nice and close. Okay, you can get your finger down there, too far away. There we go, bang in front of me. And I'll follow this out. No, I'm not blocking the camera at all. I'm going to come in for a little bit on the flat. I'm sticking with this negative rake on here because, I mean, I don't need to, but I want to see how long it lasts. now. So I'm getting ready for the finish cut there. Now I don't want to lose this little shelf I've got here. I want to make sure I keep that. I probably don't have to even roll over this because it does give such a nice cut, but that's not a cut, that's a scrape. But even though I'm doing that, make sure you come off the tip of that tool. Don't go coming off the side. You don't want to be on here. That's out of bounds. Tip all the time, and that keep you in practice for when you get your bowl gouge. I'll come off here. Right, see, I want this little shelf in here. I'm coming down. This ain't going to be deep. This isn't functional, this is ornamental. It's got to go flat so I can just get rid of the dibble in the middle. Oh, there, I've dibble in the middle. Right, I want to have a look at that. I want to have a look and see what I've got. Right. Let's clean that. Right, now then, got a little bit of tear there, we've dragged that. There's a little bit of torn grain, just see that there? A little bit of torn grain there. I think we're going to have to do a little push on that. It's not going to take a pull cut. Make sure that stays clear. Right, so we're going to have to, turning the wrong things on there. Right, we're going to have to do a push cut. So remember, we come in, tool rolled over, off the tip, right the way round, into that bottom. Right, I think that might be better. Now, what I want to do, is get that I want to make sure I've got this I want a nice little flat there, and flat on the outside there, and that little shoulder there. That's it. That looks good. We'll leave that at that for now. Right, now back to the 9mm. Now what I want to do, start coming in here. My tool rolled over. Right, now I've got to start coming in from this edge. So my tool's rolled over, gently, find where it is. Remember, off the tip of the tool. As you notice, I've got my handle down. The chisel rolled over. I'm working off that tip. Let's have a look, see what's happening. See what we're doing. Alright, I'm slowly coming in off of this tip here. Okay, a bit of tear out here. I think that's where I went down. Okay, But we'll clean that. That's sort of just basically what the wood is. But we're coming in, I've got to keep these tips the way they are. Right, okay, a bit more. Pulls down, rolled over. Rolled over, off the tip. Stop at the bottom. Coming in again, on the tip. Have a look. What we're getting. You stop with the air. See, that's cleaned that up now. So I'm coming down and I'm going down this way. I want to keep these corners square. Now really, would like that to have been up high. I might take this down and put this lower inside it. Get these wings done first, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, right, let's go. I don't want to really take too much more off from the outside. So I'm coming in here, off the tip. Slowly creeping my way back. Now I'm going to come round this way, off the tip. Off the tip. Off the tip. Come back this way. Hang on. That's a fly. I thought it was a little wasp. I'm getting little wasps coming in today. Don't like them little bleeders. Right, off the tip. Just down to that bottom like that. Let me have a look. See what I've got. Right, got a little curl over on the tips there. Yep. Yep, that's not too bad. It's not too bad round there. There's a very slight bit of a torn grain there, but I think that's going to be this wood. So, got a little bit, I've got little flat spots there. So I've just got to come back just a tiny little bit. I don't want to, I'll be very careful here. So I'm coming just back to because I'm working with the shadow here, so I'm just, because it's such a small piece, if it was bigger I'd see it a bit better. Right, yeah, I've got rid of those flats. I've come back and I've just come back gently, come back, so I just get the tips. If it was a bit bigger, I'd be able to see that more, you know. So, right, now, so look at what I'm going to do on this outside bit here. I'll actually turn this, so I'm going to be turning this round, holding this, and turn it round, then I'm going to be turning this bottom away. I want to come in from about here, follow that curve in. So I want to come in and down. So you'll see as we do it. Right, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move that away. And I'm going to attempt, believe it or not, I'm going to attempt to sand this. Now you've got to be careful because these are very sharp, these corners. So you must really be careful here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a little bit of 180 grit. What I want to do is come in, I want to sand around this bit. The corners I don't really want to touch if I can help it. I've got a very nice clean finish on those. Got a little bit of grain here. I'm going to sand by hand, see. Don't go this way, that way on this bit. Right, I want to get in there. Very carefully. I do not want to get caught by those corners. That hurts. Okay? You catch that outer corner, that outer edge, that's going to hurt. Believe me. They're very sharp. Right, let's have a look and see if I've got that. That's fairly smooth there. A little bit more. Tiny little bit more. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort of very gently come out here. Just let the paper do its, but you've got to come out, okay, because you don't want to get caught. You really don't want to get caught. So. There you go. Because I've just gently held the paper, didn't touch the fingers, just gently held the paper, that's all. I'm just going to come in, let the paper do the work. Then I'm going to tap again. Every time, but my fingers aren't touching it. Right. We're not going to get on that. Okay, right. So I'm happy with that because I can just do that a little bit by hand. It's quite a soft wood, this actually. I'm not even sure what wood this is. Right, okay, so now I'm going to just get this little inside bit done. All I'm doing, I'm just giving a quick little sand with 180. I'm not going down through no grit. I mean, if you want to take your time to sand up, which I advise you do, then that's fine. Right, okay. What I want to do now, get a little bit of this sanding paste on. I'm going to put a little bit, I want a little bit inside. Okay, and a little bit just in here. Remember, don't go anywhere near those outside corners. You keep away from those outside corners. If it catches you, you'll cry. Okay, there we go. I'm not even going to attempt to get near those outside bits. What I'm going to do, I'm going to give them a little white like that so you can just see what's what. Now the best thing is to get yourself a stick with a bit of foam around it, and then you can use that, you can put your sandpaper around it and all that. But there we go. It's only a bit of fun, isn't it? It's only a little bit of fun, this one. Right. Whoa. Get rid of that. That's no good to no one. Right. Okay, it's not looking too bad. Right, now what I want to do, Yeah. So I keep getting, I've got shorts on, I keep getting these little flies coming around. I think they're those who are paranoid about the little wasps. They're tiny little things, but they're little buggers, they sting you, you know. I hate wasps, as you probably gather. Right, okay, I'm gonna now mount that, not break it, just there. Okay, that's what I want to do. Right, so I've got that hold on that recess. Now then, got to turn this away, because what I want to do is come down here like this. Only a little, well, it's a bit, so I haven't got a lot to play with really. I think it's just a case of coming in and down, something like, oh, I don't know. We'll see, we'll do what we do. We'll do what we do. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is 12mm round chisel, rolled over and take the bottom off. Right, I'm a bit high actually. Remember I did start, I'd find this all rest up and I did. Oh, there we go. That's better. Right, what I'm actually going to do here, just to speed up a little bit of time, you can do. I'm just going to use the square chisel. Come in a little bit closer. There. I'm going to come up. Do it actually. Now I'm a bit above still because remember I hold my chisel up. Alright, but come in here. This is alright see, because this is the end grain here, and end grain quite likes being scraped actually. So now I'm going to move that in a bit closer. What I want to do, I want to get up near to that top. Now I can see, this side I can see the shadow. I don't want it to break. I don't want my corners to break out. You can see how you can use your square chisel to come in. Some of this turned away. Lovely flat bottom I can get here, look at this. What you've got to do is go in until this side just comes into, just into touch with the outside bit. that. Just close it down. Boom, there we go. No dibbles, no nothing. Alright, just come in very gently. Now I'm doing that, I'm going to actually concave that a little bit. What I want to do, I want to just have a look, make sure I ain't chip loads of it out. No, look at that finish, look. See what I get there? Right? The trouble is, I want to come in, I want to take those little corners off. There. And that's where I've got to be careful. I'm going to come in on this bottom a little bit more because I'm on a flat there. And I want this to undercut it. Right, should have moved this in first, but never mind, as long as we're careful. As long as we're careful. Now then, we'll come in a very tiny little bit there. I'm going to raise my chisel, shoot it. If I want it to catch, okay, I'm going to bring this down a bit. I'm just stepping it. You see I've stepped that there. Now I'm going to stop and have a look, show you what I've done. Right, now you can see what I've done here. Okay, I've stepped that down, so now I can come in with my round and I can bring that down. Okay, and I'm going to come around on the bottom and I'm going to finish the bottom off. So turn that round there, get it nice and all nice and close. Okay, there we go, we're not touching nothing. Right, okay, I'm going to come off the square now and I've got to go back onto the round. Now, I'm planning on going back onto the 9mm round because I've got to come in here and I've got to take this down here and then I've got to come in and I've got to follow this round here. Okay, wish me luck without breaking anything. Got no chip out, very light. Chisel rolled over. I'm going to come in, I'm going to do this bottom bit here. I'm going to go down on this, like this way. Hold it off the tip, Now, something I've forgotten there. I'm going to stop that for a minute. I can see what's going wrong here. Look. How below centre I am. What did I say before? I have to raise it up, didn't I? And I forgot. Right, now I'm on centre. Okay. Just that tiniest little bit over. So, right, let's see. Now I'm on centre. Because when I've got my chisel, I'm going to be slightly above. So where I was below centre, I was right on that centre. So got to be careful here because you're getting a little bit of tear out on here. That makes you think that wants to come that way. Okay, that's what we'll do then. Right. come down here and off the tip of the tool. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to come this way. Tip of the tool. And bring that curve in. Right, I'm going to put a little bit of a foot there. So it sits on that outer little foot. Take that little gibble off. Roll it right over, I'll get my nice little foot. That's it. Right, now I want to have a look. Right, because what I'm getting here, little bit of tear out there. I've still got to come down a bit more on these corners. They're little bit thick, but they're all even, so that's good. That's a little bit thick there. But I've got to watch. Oh, I've got to watch for that tear out there. So I'm getting one tear in and one. Alright, now I'm getting the squarish, so I've got to be careful with this. I want to come in on that. Alright, let's go again. Rolled over. Yeah, I'm nearly on that. A very fine cut there. Let's have another look. Here I am. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that because I think otherwise these tips are going to go. So I'm going to sand that a little bit. Okay, that little bit of a sanding. Yep. Now, with this side, you still got to be very careful. It's not quite as bad because the corners go that way, so you can get a little bit closer to it. But very, very careful. Watch the fingers. Yep. When you know it's there and you're expecting it, it's not so bad. Okay. When you do it by accident and it gives you a right wallop. Now, what I'm going to do, let's come in. Well, I want to get this here, this bit. Then very gently going up. So this is all very gentle sanding. I'm going to keep this hand out of the way. No hard pushing, don't push hard. Right, come this side to go down. You've got to try and get those tips. Don't do it on this side because it's coming up. Do it on this side where it's going down. It'll only take the paper away from you. don't round them. Remember, those corners are going to be sharp. They're very sharp. And at the speed they're going, believe me, that will hurt. Right, okay. Done enough of that. Put a little bit of this on. And get out to those tips if I can. Yep, got them. There we go, not too bad. Not looking too shabby. Right, let's get a bit of tissue for that. It's all I'm using for the finish is just my sanding paste. It's a sanding paste, but it is also a finish. It's got a wax in it, so right. When you come down with a paper, somehow put choose the paper up. Right, there we go. That's enough of that. Right, there we go. Right, now, obviously I've got these edges to do here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get me a little bit of sand, what's on here, just to pretty them up. A little dark one where it's going into the end grain, see? That's right, this is just a play piece. I wouldn't normally do one this small, I just thought it'd be fun really, to do something this small. A lot of people have little bits of wood laying around. If you do it on something small like this, you'll find a bigger one a lot easier. Yeah, the grain, the end grain, it's sucking it in, see? Right. Now then. Now what we've got to do, we've got to make a little lid for it. Now, hardly holding on that, hardly there. Right, that sits okay. Now I want a little lid, okay? I'm getting paranoid about these wasps, I tell you. Right, I'm going to just, give you a little clean because that's all dusty there, that covered in dust. Right, okay. Now, I'm going to use, I don't know what colour I want to do for a lid really. Got a few different bits of wood here. I'm trying to find a piece of wood. It's alright. Something that I've already got that I can use. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's got a nice bit of grain to it, so that could work out alright actually. Right, I think I might use that piece. Just using up little off cuts of wood. They're just little bits that you throw away, you know. You normally throw them away. So they're good to play with. Right. Okay. Right, first thing I'm going to do here, get that thread off. Place off, get rid of all that. sure what this bit of wood is. It's just a piece I'd line there, so I think it's going to be very. Oh, that's an horrible bit of wood, isn't it? Really. I know whether I've got a better wood here. All right, hang on. I'm not too keen on that piece of wood. I think this was just a piece of that old tree that I sort of picked up and used. Yeah, get rid of that. Let's use this. Use a bit of sapele. That might be better. Yeah, right, let's go with this. That's cutting better. Be a nice contrasting colour, wouldn't it? Right, now then, I need a little in with an out, if that makes sense. Right, I just need to get a little measurement here on this. Right. Okay. How this is going to go. I've got a lot of room to play with, so I don't want to make mistakes. I want to get in. Right. So you're coming in on end grain, you get quite a nice finish with carbide tool, even when it is flat. Right, that's going to be a little bit. Going to be a little bit too loose, that. So I was a little bit eager, went a little bit too far with that one, but it lets me know. So now I can come in, and what I'll do, I'll take this down. So just a fraction bigger, right there, and then I'll take this down to that. I'm going to be following that anyway, so don't worry about that. Right, let's have just a little check and see whether that's a bit better. Right, a little bit too big. So we'll go back in. We want it to be right, so just take your time, do a little bit at a time. I can see the original one still. I haven't got rid of that yet. So no, I don't want to come down to that because that was a bit loose. Right, a little bit more. Tiny bit more. Small bites. Right. That's just a tiny bit tighter than I want. I don't want it quite as tight as that. Alright, so I'm going to just do a very, very, very sneaky little bit. think that's going to be about it. I think that is definitely it. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's it. I want it to just drop on, but no play. There you go. Right, that's okay. So that's the inside bit of our top. Okay, now, because we've got thickness of this, I want it to just slightly overhang. So again, I'm going to go. See, it's very tempting to go in that way, but don't. Go off the bottom. So I'm going to overhang about there. That's going to be my overhang. Okay. And my lid's going to go from that. Some of that, like that, there. Right, so this will be hollow. What I want to do is create a nice little foot here. Come out a little bit more. So there, hopefully that's going to be enough for me to hold on to. Right. Again, 9mm round, negative rate. Pile of tool rest. On centre, yep. Right, I'm going straight in. I am only working off the tip of the tool. But I don't need that little foot because this is a bit that's going inside. I just want to hollow out the inside of it, just make it a bit lighter. Coming off the tip of that tool all the time, right off that tip. Don't no side stuff, get that out of the way. That's it, that's that line, that's done. Right, going back this way now, because I want to come in onto that bottom. Give it a little dibble. Right, how far in are we? No, we're about there, so I'm going to come over with that. Yeah. Right, yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll go with that to the inside. Grab a tissue. No, not throwing it in the bin. Right, there we go. Check that. Hopefully I can turn that around and get hold of that in the jaws. Right, it won't be these jaws. Right, hopefully we're going to be able to get hold of that in these. Yeah, look at that. Easy stuff. Don't want to break it though. Right, okay. I'll stay this way round for now. Because now what I want to do, see I've got my overhang. All this has got to come off. All that's got to go away. Right, so I'm going to pop that back down. Doesn't look nothing like a lid at the moment, does it? But it will. Right. 40mm square. Remember you've got your 14mm square. And what we're going to do, we're going to very gently come in, see how it reacts. And this is a very hard wood, this one. I want to put this edge down. Nibble it away. Remember, we're just on that little recess, I don't want it to fly off. We're doing some delicate work here. See, just got to be careful because although I'm pushing in, I want to keep pushing in because I don't want to flip it off. I'm only holding on. I've got an 1/8 of an inch recess there. That's all. That's all I'm holding it on. Now I've got to check where am I going down to. Right, I know. Not down there yet. Bring this down. Bring it down this step. See, by doing it like this, because you could say, well, come in and start shaving off, but no, I'm putting pressure going that way. This way everything's going forward on this. So I'm pushing it onto the chuck, if you like. But don't take too big a bite. You don't want to get attached because it'll just flick it off and it'll end up over there. Nibble that little bit away. Nibble it away. Right, that's one. Right, that'll come down here a bit more. Right, you can see where my overhang bit is. So I'm going to now come in a little bit. I'm just going to remove some of this so make it easier for myself. Right, that's it. Finished with the square for today. Right, now we'll raise it up again, so we're going back to the 9mm. bring this round here. Fold it over. Right, that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to go. I don't want to round that edge over. I want it to stay sharp. Come in. Then go off the tip of that tool. Yeah, we've got a nice smooth finish. Just got to get that edge cleaned up. The flat top. Yeah, it's not too bad. Right, I'm going to stand that. I don't know whether these colours are going to work, but you know, we go with what we got. Right, there we go. That's my little top finish. Put that there. Right, okay, let me chuck off. Bear with me. Right, okay. Just get rid of this face shield now. Okay. Right. And there's my little Japanese box. Let me just, I'll just zoom you out a little bit. Out to about there. Right, well, there we go. Little Japanese box. Just pop that off. Can't probably put anything in it. It's not really meant for that. There, little Japanese box. Just sits. Okay. Hopefully you can see that all right. There we go. Right. Well, thank you for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope it just showed you something else you can do with your carbide tools. Quite a little delicate piece. I think if you had a bigger piece you could do it a little bit better, but it's something you can do, you can play around with your carbide chisels. So, right, if you want to subscribe, I'd be very, very grateful. You don't have to. If you want to see more videos, it would encourage, but if you don't want to see any more, well, I'm afraid I will be putting them up, but just to help the new turners out there, the ones that buy my chisels and just want to know what they can do with the carbide tools. So there you go, there's just a little project. So thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I'll see you on the next one. Toodle pip.